Hi everyone, welcome back. If you're coming back, and if this is your first video, welcome. I'm Dr. Drew Ramsey. Let's talk all about mental fitness. What even is mental fitness? Maybe you've been seeing this phrase around. It's a new way of thinking about mental health. It's something that my team and I are really excited about. It's the subject of our new course, Healing the Modern Brain. Mental fitness, as I define it, it's all of the habits, it's all of the skills, it's knowledge, it's the patterns in your life that make your life more enjoyable and insulate and protect your mental health. That's mental fitness. Really, the things that we do in our everyday life to take care of ourselves. Now, this isn't going to prevent all of our mental health problems, but the idea is that over time, as we're really engaged in caring for our mental health, as well as we care for our physical health, and that you have tools, skills, exercises, things that you can really build your mental health, like you've learned to build your physical health in all kinds of ways. So let's talk about what are the pillars of mental fitness. We've done a deep dive on all of the things that really have evidence and science behind them that can help promote your overall sense of well-being, your mental health, and of course your brain health. So first, let's start with some of the absolute basics. I bet you know a lot of these, but people really still struggle and also have a lot of misinformation and believe. I find a lot of myths in my clinical practice. Let's start with number one, sleep. You can't have good mental health without sleep. So often I hear people say, doc, I get like about 8 hours a night, 7, 8. This really is not the way we want to think about our sleep. We want to think about your quality. We want to think about how you can track your sleep. So many people suffer with insomnia, trouble falling asleep, trouble staying asleep. And so really optimizing your sleep. Sleep is when our brain gets rid of all of its waste. It's a breakthrough in science that really we've just understood over the last 10 years, a whole system within the brain we didn't know about. So sleep is critical to mental fitness. Number two is nutrition. Now, that probably doesn't surprise you coming from me as a nutritional psychiatrist, but the brain and mental health run on a select set of nutrients, vitamins and minerals, and phytonutrients that are found in whole foods. This message has really gotten lost. A lot of individuals are focused their nutrition and their food plan around ethical ideas, around meat or no meat, around a lot of misinformation about plants. The bottom line is traditional dietary patterns, whole food dietary patterns have consistently been shown to take care of your mental health and your brain, whether you're looking at data for depression, anxiety, Alzheimer's disease, ADHD. So dialing in your nutrition to really prioritize feeding your mental health. That's key to mental fitness. Number three, and these are kind of the basic three, you've got to move your body. Now, a lot of times people say exercise. And there are a lot of recommendations. We know about 150 minutes a week of exercise. Researchers say would reduce global depression by about 10%. But we say movement. Now, why is that? Well, that's because in my clinical experience over the years, I've seen people do a lot of things besides go to the gym that has been amazing for their mental health. If they're hiking in the woods, for example, or I've had a number of patients sign up and take dance classes. And it's just been amazing for their mental health. So whatever movement you like, whether it's a walk around the block to start, having a lifestyle in which you're always moving your body, you're engaged with your body, you're working on your flexibility, your strength, whatever your personal goals are, great for your mental health. Now let's get into some of the more nuanced parts of mental fitness that I find as a practicing psychiatrist a lot of people often miss. I would say, and we're on number four now, is emotional awareness. This is the ability, and it's a human ability, it really resides in the part of our brain that's very special to us as humans. It's the ability to name and understand our emotional states. It's something that we can all work on and work to improve. We've all been baffled at times when we've been really anxious or really sad or not able to focus. But with practice and with work to understand yourself, emotional awareness is critical for your ability to really know the self and to connect with other people. Number five is stress management. Part of being aware of all of the emotions that are inside of us. We're very complex emotional beings. How you manage stress. There are a lot of situations in our lives that we can't fully control. There are an incredible number of stressors, especially now in the modern world, just things that our brains have never had to deal with. So your ability to deal with that stress, to do more than just say, you've got a little work-life balance going on or you're exercising, to really understand the essential elements of stress management. That is key to mental fitness. So many people have hard time with just basics of this, like setting clear boundaries or having a breathwork practice. Number 7, mental fitness really depends on creativity. And that, again, might be a surprising one on the list, but our ability to be creative is a really special part of the human mind. It generally gives people a lot of smiles and confidence and a sense of their uniqueness. So your ability to engage with the creative self, there are all kinds of ways to do that. Drawing, playing music, bantering with friends, joining up maybe with an improv class. I mean, there are a lot of ways to work your creativity and give yourself and your brain permission to kind of flex into that more creative place. Now, number 8 is connection. Connection is critical to our mental health, and all of the research around how we age well, how we have fulfilling lives. A sense of connection is really, really critical. Having friends and family that you can share with, but also support. A big part of our mental health and mental fitness really is about our sense of being able to serve other people, being connected to people, being connected to ideas and institutions, and also being connected to the self. As we kind of building up that we're taking care of your brain with these first few steps in mental fitness, really working to help you understand your emotional health, and then using that knowledge to create more connections. Critical for you and for all of us. And then number 9 is a sense of purpose. And this is elusive for many people. This is not always a consistent drive the way that we see it represented in a lot of our influencers and leaders. Having a sense of purpose is something that evolves over our lives. It's something that we really need to be clear about. And when we find it is incredibly motivating and compelling. So a sense of purpose is really key to you as you strive and think about taking care of your mental health and improving your mental fitness. Now, we go over all of this in our new course, Healing the Modern Brain, but a great way to access this information and understand some of the myths that I suspect you're carrying around about mental health in our free master class, Mental Health Breakthroughs. So I hope you'll check that out. There's a link below. And I hope you'll leave some comments about what are some of the aspects of mental fitness that are really important to you, or what are some of the things that you do in your everyday life to take care of your mental fitness. Everybody, thanks so much. Please sign up so you don't miss any of these videos, and we can continue this conversation of how we can all do a better job taking care of our mental health and improving our mental fitness. I'm Dr. Drew Ramsey. I'll see you next time.